Hello Stampers! Welcome to Make a Card Monday. Today I decided for my video and for my card I'm going to show you how to make this diagonal gatefold card. And the way the card opens is it opens up like that. Now I just love this card and I really love the fact that it's small enough that it will fit into a medium-sized Stampin' Up envelope. In this last weekend I attended a Stampin' Up demonstrator event in St. Louis, and I was asked to give a demonstration on a fun fold card. So I found this diagonal gatefold card, made a few samples, and this is what I did my display for, my demonstration. So I thought today for Make a Card Monday I would show you how to do it. So are you ready to get started? Let's do it. So to start off, we are going to need a piece of cardstock that measures 7.5 by 4 1/4. Okay, and I'm going to have to do a couple of scores on this. So I'm going to pull out my Stampin' Up trimmer. I absolutely love, love, love this trimmer. So what we want to do along the long side of our cardstock, we want to score it at 2.5 and at 5. Now, one thing you need to know about our Stampin' Up trimmers, there are actually two blade things on here. The darker one is the one that cuts and the lighter one is the one that scores. So we're doing the score one. So after you have your two scores at 2.5 and at 5, you're going to take these two end pieces and we're going to score them on the diagonal, starting from the top left to the bottom right corners. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to match this corner up in my groove, match this down here where my score came down in the groove, and I'm just going to score it like that. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to go to the top of this score line, put that in my track. I'm going to come down to this bottom corner, put that along the track, and then I'm just going to score it just like that. So now we're done with the trimmer. So now to fold this, the two scores that go all the way down the middle, you're going to fold those toward the middle of the card so that they are just like that. Okay, let me grab my bone folder here. You should run that along to make sure they are nice and crisp. Then from there, I'm going to take my diagonal score lines and I'm going to fold out. So that one goes out that way. And when this one is folded, this one is going to go out. Well, I can't get this one to fold right on the edge. There we go. Going to fold out that way. Again, use my bone folder and it comes out just perfect. Okay, so there we have our diagonal gatefold card. Okay, now to decorate our cards. So I'm going to show you this sample again, okay? So for the piece of designer series paper that's going to go on your card, it is going to be 4 inches by 2 1/4. And I have one of those right here, okay? I am also going to need 2 pieces of white cardstock, and they are going to be the pieces that fit right here, and also the piece that fits right here in the center so you can put your greeting or sentiment on, okay? So these 2 white pieces are also going to be 4 inches by 2 1/4, okay? Now one of them I ran through the Big Shot with the sparkle embossing folder, okay? So I've basically got 3 pieces of cardstock here that measure, again, 4 by 2 1/4. So they are going to need to be cut, except for this piece here, which goes in the middle of your card. But your pieces of designer series paper are again going to need to be cut from the top left corner to the bottom right corner. So again, I'm going to put those points on my track, and I'm just going to, well, let's get it back on here. Sometimes when your blades need to be replaced, you start in the middle and go that way. So there's that one cut in half. And if we look back here, the white one that has been run through the embossing folder, it needs to be cut opposite diagonal. So it's going to go from the top right corner down to the bottom left. So again, I'm going to put them so that the points or the corners are right on the track. And then I'm going to cut it just like that. Okay. So now we are ready to put our card together. Okay, so here's my card base again. Got it. I'm going to take my 4 by 2 1/4 piece of white cardstock that I have done nothing to yet, and I'm going to put my snail on it, and it is going to go right here in the middle. Okay. Then I'm going to take my pieces of designer series paper that I have cut, put some snail on them, and they're going to go on the outside triangles here. So that one is going to go there, and this one is going to go right there. Okay. Now my pieces of white cardstock that I have run through the embossing folder, again, put my snail on there, and they're going to fit in on the back triangles here, just like so. Okay. Now, as I was going through my stuff and trying to decide how I was going to decorate this card, I came across this butterfly that was from last week's video. And it was left over from when I did my masking, okay, that I did. So I decided I'm going to use it and put it on a card. But in order to get it on there, I need something to help stabilize it. So I'm just going to take my 1.5 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to punch a piece of cardstock, okay? And then I want to put my butterfly on there. So I'm going to get some liquid glue, put on the back of my butterfly, just a touch of it. I'm going to attach him right there to the middle of my circle. Okay, now I am ready to go ahead and put it on my card. So I think I'm going to have my card open that way. So I just want to take some snail adhesive, and I just want to put it on the catty corner diagonal there. That's going to be on this part. And you don't want to put adhesive on the back because you need to be able to open it up without it sticking to the other side. So there we go. That is what my card looks like. I love the butterfly on it. And to open it up, you just open it up just like that. So that is that one. Let me show you a couple other of designs that I did. So I showed you this one. Okay, this one's using one of our new stamp sets that's coming out called Lily Pad Lake. It's going to be a great stamp set. Love it. This is a card that I received in the mail from a friend of mine. This is actually what started the whole thing with the Diagonal Gate card. I think it is the cutest thing ever. So that is that card. And another one that I designed was this card here. And this is, again, using some of our new products that we have coming out. And that is that card right there. So that is it. That is how you do a diagonal gatefold card. I hope you have enjoyed it, and thanks for stopping by.